Welcome, welcome, welcome to Practical Smokers, where we light up in the latest of cigar culture and lifestyle while providing a healthy dose of humor and news. Of course, I'm your host, Cole Parker, and today, in the house, I have none other than Ketsia St. Fleur. She is a certified tobacconist, and she just a bomb-ass lady. I love her to death. How you doing today, Ketsia?
I'm well. I am well, thank you.
Perfect, perfect. So, whether you're new to the world of cigars or a seasoned smoker, don't worry, we got you covered. We're about to sit back today. We're going to discuss cigar one-on-one, cigar basics, with even giving some highlight to those who've been smoking for quite some time, who think they're more educated than they truly are. All right? So, with that being said, it's time to get lit.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Ketsia.
Yes.
First of all, thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for having me, Cole. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We're here at Cigar City Club. Mm-hmm. It's off of Roswell Road. The address is, I forgot the address directly, but I have that for you. But
yes.
Cigar City Club in Roswell, Georgia. Sandy Springs.
Sandy Springs.
Sandy Springs, Georgia. Dope spot has been around for maybe about 9 years.
It'll be 9 years in January.
Look at me. Boy, I pulled that one out of nowhere, didn't I?
Yeah, you got it. Yep.
It's a standalone building, real sexy vibe. We're here on a Wednesday night.
Yes.
And they have ladies' night. That's been going on for quite some time.
Yes.
And you, of course, you're over the humidor here, correct?
Yes, I work inside the humidor.
Awesome, awesome. So today, what we smoking?
Today we are going to smoke the El Septimo. We actually just got those in.
Okay.
He will actually be doing an event here on December the 20th on a Wednesday as well. So please come out for that event as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. So is there any way, I'm a V-cut person, can you walk me through, for our listeners who are novices to the world of cigars?
I would love to.
Okay, can you just walk us through like the process of, matter of fact, before we even get into that, what are things that people should look forward to when it comes to choosing a cigar for their palate, or if they're new who don't have a developed palate? Mm-hmm. What are some steps or some highlights you can give to maybe choosing a cigar for your first cigar even?
Okay. Usually when there is a first-time smoker that comes in, they will normally let me know that.
Okay.
And so my question to them would be, do you want something with a flavor or without a flavor? Because that's very important. They always say really whatever, but there's a difference.
That is absolutely correct.
Because a flavored cigar will not have 100% tobacco all the way in it, but then a real cigar will have the full tobacco in it as well.
Right.
And so with that being said, I will need to know exactly what cigar they would like to choose first.
Either flavored or not flavored.
Either flavored or not flavored, yes. So if it is flavored, I would recommend something that's a top seller.
Okay.
And then I would need to know if they like vanilla, chocolate, honey or something like that, so I can recommend it.
Okay.
And then for a first-time smoker, I would usually get them a Perdomo. 10th anniversary champagne, because that's one of the best mild cigars.
Right, that's usually
to start with.
Right, that's what I tell people myself.
Yeah. Yeah, to actually start with, because even if you're moving from a flavored cigar, I would still recommend a Perdomo 10th anniversary champagne.
They good and creamy though for a good mild
It
stick.
is, and it's very smooth, and it introduces you properly into the cigar world.
Correct.
In my opinion.
Right. So I'm one of those, like, if you smoking for the first time with me, there is no fucking way I'm gonna let you smoke no fucking flavored cigar. I'm just not gonna let you do it.
Okay.
Because I feel that for you to progress in the world of cigars, you gotta start. It's just me. I know it might not be. I'm not a certified tobacconist.
You don't have to be.
I'm a person who, if I fucking buy it, you're gonna fucking smoke
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
And to be honest, Cole, I do not like to sell. A
Infused,
gentleman.
right?
A gentleman.
Oh.
Let's go there. Let's go there, since we're being humorous right now.
I might knock a groovy blue down the motherfucking throat.
Correct. A Tatiana is not the way to go for me. So any other gentleman, I don't knock it, because this is an expensive lifestyle.
Right. And you still have your flavor.
And you do have your stuff and your flavor, but we can find you something else. I can definitely recommend you something else, like a Tabac, or an Alde Sol, or what is that other one? It's other flavored cigars that I can
Javas,
recommend.
you got Tatianas, you Yo, what's another one?
Yeah.
The Tobox.
We have Tobox.
Yeah.
There's an island one with the Jamaican tobacco.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's like the name is just,
Right.
But there's other flavored cigars. Tatiana is for the gentleman. I promise you, that's just not the only one.
Right. If you sit by me, I'm going to joke the fuck out of you. You know, but there's some things that people should know. Like, you know, I'm very adamant when it comes to don't fucking share your cigar. If I see two dudes sit down, he's like, hey man, let me taste it. And I understand you might be a weed smoker and you feel like it's no different. But I'm gonna fucking knock it out your fucking hand. I will. I've done it before.
Okay. Trust me, Cole. I have had that situation plenty of times inside the humidor, where, of course, you have a non-smoker just want to kind of share their cigar.
Oh my gosh.
Ladies do it a lot.
Right.
And you know, maybe for you men that's a cute thing, but honestly it's not cute to me.
It's still not sexy.
It is not sexy to me. And I let them know that, and I tell them, no, it's just too much saliva that's involved.
Jesus, right.
It is.
It is some drool, ain't it? Cause mine be moist as hell. I'm juicy mouthed.
And then I just had one episode where there was a guy that said, hey man, let's just share. And I looked at him and his boy was like, oh no, we're not sharing.
Thank God
I did not have to say it myself. I said, now, you know, unless y'all are together, it's not a problem. But if you're not, then two men sharing a cigar.
But even if y'all together, it's kind of like
but two men sharing a cigar, it is not, like you said, like the weed thing. It's totally different.
Like now y'all are together.
Without you knowing that you're together.
Y'all go together right now. All right. So when it comes to now we got something where we got the choice, right?
Yes.
And there are options as far as how you cut or prep your cigar for smoking. Like, tell me some of those options.
So after the consumer, they actually walk around the humidor. They choose their stick.
Okay.
I normally ask them, how would you like your cigar cut?
Okay.
And so we have 3 different styles of cutting. Some of them don't even know that you need to cut a cigar, which is amazing.
Really? They just put it in my ball and they just look at it.
Some of them just like, oh, you have to cut it in order to smoke it. Yes, your cigar has to be cut.
Right, you have to aerate it. You got to aerate it.
In order to smoke it. So let me actually show you the cigar.
Okay.
So this is the cigar right here.
All right.
And so this is the head of the cigar, and this is the foot of the cigar. And then wrapped around the cigar is called a wrapper. And inside of the wrapper is a binder, and then the filler is what makes that's inside the tobacco that's inside of the cigar. So the wrapper is very delicate. So the wrapper is very important to the cigar because it's holding everything in. And so once we get to that part, after they buy a cigar, I ask them how they would like it cut.
Okay.
And so again, we have.
I'm just handing the wrong stuff. Here we go.
We have a punch. Right. So this punch here, it makes a hole inside the cigar. So this is for the smoker that don't want a whole lot of cigar to come out.
Right. So like
easily
contained. Smoke.
Correct.
Okay,
easily contained.
Okay.
And then the straight, this is for the straight cut here. The straight cut to me, what do you think, Cole? It's just plain blah, just like you taste the cigar. But it does nothing for me.
Right. See, so the only time I use straight on Lanceros, right?
Okay.
So anything with a very small ring gauge, I prefer that.
Okay.
Because if not, what happens to me, if it's a small ring gauge on a V cut, the brown stuff
that is
be on my
filler.
Lip.
The filler.
It'd be like it rapes your lip. It just sits right on your lip when you be talking to people.
The filler, it
I hate
does.
that.
And people don't tell you that.
Right.
It's there. And then to me, the best cut is the V cut.
And that's what I like. Is there a way you can do that for me right now?
Yes, I can do that because it doesn't overwhelm you as a cigar smoker.
Okay.
It gives you nothing more, nothing less. It's just right, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
So here's the cut right here.
Okay.
And then after your cut, you want to properly light the foot of the cigar.
Okay.
So basically when we start lighting the cigar, it's called toasting.
Toasting the foot.
People immediately try to put the cigar in their mouth and light it up. That's not going to give you a good light and burn and draw.
Okay.
And then you will have to keep relighting your cigars. So
right. Right.
That's a downer.
So like right now, a little while ago, you discussed the filler, the binder, the wrapper, right?
Yes.
So when I try to explain that to people, I pretty much say, okay, the filler is pretty much you as a person. It's you standing naked, right?
Yeah.
With the binder being your undergarments,
The binder.
And the wrapper being your clothing, right?
That is
so
correct.
everything has a very important place in society. Okay. If you out there commando all the damn time,
yes.
ain't nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong.
You know, you gotta let especially if it's a female, let the kitty breathe. I like to hang low sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with hanging low. It's a good Wednesday day to hang low. Hump day, hang low.
It is.
You know.
It
so
is.
so that's how I try to explain it to people because they never understand.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also tell them, I said, keep in mind, you said that it's very delicate, right? Well, I tell them it's a dead fucking leaf. If you step on a dead leaf outside, especially if it's not moisturized or if it doesn't have any complexity that is moisture,
Yes.
then it fucking crumbles and breaks.
Yes.
So I tell them, don't fucking sit there and tap your cigar on the ashtray because you're gonna do just the same thing.
That is correct.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to make
That's
sure.
a great analogy, Cole.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
great.
telling you, I use it all the time.
You are a brother of the leaf for sure. Great analogy.
Okay, so we toast the foot.
So we're toasting the foot, yep.
Okay.
And you just kind of turn your cigar around while you're toasting it. So it still gives you a good burn,
Okay.
and it's just like bread.
Right, I'm gonna come over and get this one though.
Okay, come on. It's ready for you already.
Women don't. I always like everybody else's cigar.
It's ready for you.
Okay. Let me see that. Give me that.
And there you go. El Septimo. There you go. That is perfect.
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 Thank you.
That's going to burn good, draw good, and everything. You won't have to relight it a million times.
Ain't that the best?
And
So another thing that I've noticed, right, that I tell people don't do. If someone is lighting your fucking cigar, keep fucking still. You know, they be trying to lean into the fire.
Yes.
Your fucking lashes go up in smoke. You know what I'm saying? Then they sit there and turn it. Like, what the fuck are you turning it for? I'm looking at it.
Just keep it still.
Just keep fucking still.
That
You
is correct.
still. Everything.
You still. Everything. That
Right?
is correct.
Now, if you do it on your own, of course, you rotate it.
Of course.
To create an even burn.
Correct.
Right? But because
Correct.
you can't see the flame. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
I'm with you. Okay. So, now that we're off to the running with the cigar now, right?
Yes.
We're off to the running.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
excited,
Yes.
first of all.
Yes.
I already got me a little chocolate notes, a little nutty notes. This
Good.
Nicaraguan. Do you know if this one is Nicaraguan or not?
We just got those.
Okay, copy. No judgment. We'll figure it out for
Yeah.
the people later. But I can taste chocolate, coffee, nutty. I
Okay, well,
get
there
all
you
of
go.
it. So usually when I hit those three, it's Nicaraguan most of the time.
Okay.
For me.
You hit all those already.
Already from the first light.
Okay, well, good.
Yeah, you like already? You
Like, all
got
right,
it.
well, okay.
So people always tell me, like, even though it's a whole cigar, isn't it broke down in some like parts or something?
Well, there's a first, second, and third.
Okay.
So the first part that you're smoking
Okay.
is usually like around the first part of the cigar. So that's where you're getting a lot of your notes from. Now, some cigars are very complex where
Uh-oh.
you may get notes on all three.
All three and all different.
Different.
Even though it's the
different
same tobacco through,
Exactly.
or is it because of the way they roll it? Like, what makes that different?
I believe it's how they roll it.
Okay.
Because it seems like I'm thinking they use the same tobacco.
Okay.
Every time I read notes,
Right.
you know, the description of it.
Right.
And I'm like, is there something different in here? But no, it's probably how they roll it.
Right. Because they might use, let's say,
Probably how they roll
if they got 5 different tobaccos, they may put part two parts of one in the beginning, 3 parts in
In the
as it
end.
keeps going.
Yes, because actually Saturday I smoked a cigar. I'm not going to say the name of the company.
Okay.
But the first and the second note, that it was good.
Okay.
It smoked well. But when I came to the third, it was not lighting. It was not staying lit. Kept going out. So it was something drastically different about that. And I actually emailed
And
to
you didn't email with a
the
smile, did you?
owner of that cigar to let them know, hey, there's something wrong with that
Right, we
cigar.
need to fix this.
And it wasn't just me, it was the person I was with also. We actually had the same copy. So
Wow.
it wasn't just one cigar that was singled out. It was both of ours.
Right, and because the complexity had changed so much.
It did. It changed so much. And we just, I noticed that I kept having to relight this. And
Right.
I said, no, I'm not. We were just done smoking with it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So also, like, you know, people always talk about flavors, right? All these things with cigars, like I can taste this, I can taste that, like I just did, right?
Like you just
Now I do know that they have that. They also have like different aromas and things you can capture out of it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you had an aroma? Like,
yeah.
as far as on a cigar?
Yes, I
Okay.
have had aromas on cigars.
I've smelled aromas from the flavor.
Well,
cigars.
okay, copy. So
Yeah.
when I retro exhale,
Okay.
then
I
I
don't
it
do
with
that.
the- Okay, because
Okay,
then it falls.
explain that to me.
Okay, so retro exhale is pretty much, you know, your taste buds are located in the back of your tongue.
Yes.
Copy. So when you do a retro exhale, it's really just allowing the flavor, the smoke to settle on the back on your taste buds, and you blow it out your nose.
Okay.
So what makes it real scary though, right? Because someone who's not really good at that, you end up fucking choking yourself to death, right?
Correct.
Because now you're dealing with a situation where you've inhaled the cigar, which, as we know,
we do not inhale the nicotine that's in the cigar.
Because there are many people say, I tried a cigar, I never do it again, it almost killed me. No, you almost killed yourself. Right? Because you damn inhaled it. Okay? Everybody told you don't do it.
That's why I have never tried the retro exhale, because I've seen people do it, and I was
almost
like,
take them out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do get aroma because it gives you a burn. I do it a little while, but it gives a burn that you have to be comfortable with as well.
Okay,
right?
I would like to see that.
Oh, I got you. We're gonna do it.
You're teaching me something right now.
It's not for everyone.
It is not.
But for those who do enjoy it, you do get a little bit more out of it. Right?
Okay.
So it's almost like with wine, different type of I tell people when you smell wine, always open up your mouth.
Okay.
To inhale through your nose. Because then your taste buds activate at the same time.
Yeah.
You're only gonna do so much. Speaking of smelling, can we make a rule about the smell of cigars in the humidor through cellophane? Can we say something about this?
You know what? I love you. I love you. So we're gonna talk about that when you ask me about the etiquette question. Because I can't wait to get to that part. Cannot wait. There you go. Okay, I saw the little.
Yeah, so you get you smell different things. It's really hard to explain, but you do. I think it's so crazy how our bodies are made, right? Hence why we go to an ear, eyes, nose, throat specialist, right? Because all of them the same damn thing. You fuck around and sneeze and then booger them, they come out your eyeball, right?
That is correct.
But let's not hesitate, because I think the etiquette piece for new cigar smokers is very important, right?
It is.
So we touched on the fact of sharing cigars really is not the thing to do.
That is not.
We discussed if someone is lighting a cigar for you, to allow them to do the fucking job and stop trying to fucking overstep, right? And all these other things, okay? So when you got that in place,
yes.
What other types of etiquette things do we need to concern ourselves with?
Yes. Okay. So
inside the humidor and out.
Yep. Inside the humidor for sure. Is when you walk inside a humidor, make sure you don't have any food, any drinks, or lit cigar, because we want to keep the humidity of the cigar room being a cigar, smelling like cedar.
Right. Is there a certain humidity it should be at?
Between 68 and 72.
Copy that. Okay.
That's how we keep ours.
Okay.
So the cigars can still stay fresh.
Right. Absolutely.
We don't want to serve a customer a bad cigar.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And then when you start looking for a cigar, like Cole, you just said, so great, is please do not smell a cigar. And that actually, let me also emphasize.
Okay.
This is part of etiquette.
Yes.
This does not have to do anything with COVID. They say, because of COVID.
Right.
COVID was back in 2020, although we still have COVID. No, this is actually way before COVID.
Right.
You cannot pick up a cigar and smell every cigar.
Oh, tell them in the camera. Get in the camera and tell them.
You cannot pick up a cigar and smell every cigar inside the humidor.
And first of all,
please and thank you.
Because to you, they smell like fucking cigars.
Yes.
You don't know what the fuck you smell it for.
And then, Cole, somebody else behind you is going to have to come and buy that stick.
Right, with your damn snotty ass on it.
Would you want me to sell you a cigar that someone touched, licked, and then put it back down?
Definitely not.
No. Okay.
Okay.
And then, what else? Let's say, okay. And then after you leave the humidor, after you get properly serviced by your attendant, it's okay to leave a tip.
Yes.
We also work for tips as well, because this is also a service that we are providing to you. I'm more than happy to walk you inside the humidor, give you a recommendation of a cigar, that I think that you may like, or you and your 5 friends may like. I can cut your cigar for you, light it for you. So all of that, I don't mind doing it, but a tip would also be appreciated, because this is a service industry that we're also
right, especially if you're a new smoker, right?
Especially if you're a new smoker.
You asking for all these different things, right?
Yes.
So all these different things you're asking for all these different things that you're asking for, you also have to be like, look, you're providing me a service.
I am.
You know, you're consulting in so many terms.
Consulting. That
right?
is correct.
And
Yes.
that's something that has to be understood.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
All right.
And that's pretty much it as far as the inside. Now, if you're a cigar smoker like we are,
Okay.
like ourselves, if this is what you do, make sure you bring out your own tools every time you
have
go
your own
to.
shit. You can say shit. We a shit saying show. You have your own shit.
Okay, thank you.
Tell them in camera. You can tell them.
I'm just gonna say bring your own tools. Right? You hear Cole back there, but yeah, I do want to say that word, but yeah, bring your own stuff.
Okay.
So butane,
Okay.
you know, every place is not going to provide you butane all the time, especially those customers that do not want to come inside and purchase a cigar.
And don't tip.
And don't tip.
Right. Just can I get some gas?
And that's another thing. The customers that bring their cigars inside the lounge, that's also part of etiquette.
Okay.
Make sure that you are also supporting that lounge.
Okay.
We love our customers here. We love our members here. They do not have to pay a cut fee
Right.
for their cigar. So every month I see the same customers coming in bringing their cigar. Don't ever walk inside the humidor. And that's a problem for the lounge. I
Right.
think at some point, within 30 days, you can come inside and support the humidor.
Right.
So that's a big thing as well. Have your own tools, like I said.
What other tools do you have?
Okay, the other tools I have is...
You brought all kind of fun stuff for us.
Yeah, you know, some people like to light their cigars with a cedar.
Okay.
Have you ever had a cedar?
Absolutely. Cedar strip, yes.
Cedar
absolutely.
strip.
Sometimes they come in cigar boxes.
They do.
And you can just like rip them up to little bitty pieces.
They do. They do. And also we have this fancy punch.
Okay.
It's fancy. I got this from
This prong
down in
punch?
Charlotte.
Yeah, prong punch. Okay,
Prong
yes.
punch. I think I got this from Select Cigar Cutter. I wanna
Okay.
say.
Where were they?
That's the name
Taylor
of it.
Smoke? Where were they? You remember?
No, well, they were in Charlotte when I went to
Okay.
Charlotte Cigar Week.
Copy that.
And then, of course, for the ladies and men, but this is
For
more
the
of a
ladies.
most of
For the ladies.
We love these right here. Personally, I don't use them because I'm a smoker.
Right.
So when I just get to smoking, I just smoke.
Right.
But this is good for men and women that do not want to get their nails messed up while smoking a cigar.
Absolutely.
So this is one tool that sells out. That's very popular amongst cigar smokers.
Okay. Love it. So
Yeah.
one thing, because when you mentioned having your own tool,
Yes.
I want to say have your own shit, right?
Yes, yes.
If you really want to fuck up never using nothing else of mine in life, fuck around and lick your cigar before you ask for my cutter.
Oh yeah, that is huge.
I'll be like, Pep,
That's huge.
you're gonna chew on the end now, cause you won't fucking touch mine.
And thank you for that as well. That's one thing. You know, I have not been in the cigar here working for a minute.
Okay.
But that is one no. That's a big no.
Right.
Make
It's
sure you do
disgusting.
not lick your cigar before you cut it.
That'd be like you go out to eat and the motherfucker lick the fork and stick it in front of you. Who the fuck would do that?
Especially if you don't have your own tools.
Right.
I don't even do that on my tools because I allow people to,
Right.
borrow them or whatnot, and I always keep my lighter. I make sure I light everybody's cigar. I don't let anyone use my lighter.
I love it.
They walk away with it real quick.
Right. Oh boy, they'll steal your shit.
They will steal your stuff. But other than that, yeah, that's a huge thing. And there's a lot of people I see that actually like to lick their whole cigar, which I don't understand
Like
that
a blunt?
purpose.
I don't even like people who lick a whole blunt like that.
I don't understand that purpose either. And it just, I'm like, why are you licking your whole cigar before you?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big no.
First of all, it's not masculine. Sit there like,
It is not.
what the fuck are you doing?
Well, that's just like the men that like to smoke those 8 ring gauges.
All right.
that we
Oh
just-
yeah, them 8x80s. Oh, let me tell you. I'll go to you like, yo, where the balls that came with that? Only thing missing from your cigar is a scrotum sack. That is,
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So another question that one of our viewers has asked is, when do you ash your cigar? Do you do it as soon? How and when do you ash your cigar? Like when do you? Because it's ash on it. Okay, I don't want the ash follow me. When do I knock it off?
Whenever you deem, proper, because it's going to eventually knock off,
Right.
unless you're doing like an ash contest.
Okay.
But normally, if you want to really keep the ash, you just keep it at a nice angle and just smoke it like that. Because all of these cigars are not properly constructed.
Correct.
Let's just be clear about that, right?
But the ash itself breaks apart.
The ash itself will eventually break. So, but you have some cigars that are very properly made, like this El Septimo here. I think you can smoke that until it kind of goes down.
You can definitely get to at least a label.
Exactly.
Which is a good thing. Good draw.
But you have to really want to do that. You have to really want to sit down and really kind of hold the cigar.
Put yourself in a contest.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So, like I always tell people, try not to ash it too soon either, right?
Not yet.
Because then you'll start to get an uneven burn.
Uneven burn, exactly.
Okay.
I agree on that.
Okay. What other things do you think that we can add? Maybe even to a seasoned smoker, right? Because we have a lot of seasoned smokers who do things improperly.
Yes. Like putting out your cigar is not, just putting it out like on the ashtray. Just let it burn out.
Just let it burn out. It'll go out.
And I see a lot of people doing that before they leave somewhere, and I'm like, okay, just leave it on the ashtray.
Right.
It's not going to burn the club up.
Right. But if you do decide to take it with you because you didn't finish, what's the proper way to have it to go?
Okay, well, I just let mine burn out. Okay. And then you can either put it in a bag.
Okay.
Because if you put it back inside your humidor, it's gonna smell up your humidor for the rest of whatever.
Yeah, I tend to put a straight cut in.
And you can cut it. You can cut the end.
Yeah.
Now some people take it home and put it in a freezer. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, those people who don't have humidors. I mean, honestly.
Correct.
I've heard, but I've also heard like little things like if you have a dry cigar, let's say you went on a trip. You come back with these dry cigars, you take a sandwich bag.
That's what they say.
And you put a piece of paper towel and a piece of green leaf lettuce. And it does draw the humidity from that, but you have to be careful with that because now you got a fucking squishy, spongy ass cigar that you're never going to be able to keep lit.
There's a lot of myths to that, too, that I've heard. Okay. People that keep their cigars inside of cars and then they try to bring it out within, especially in the summertime. Summertime, you do not leave your cigars inside, especially if it's not inside a humidor.
Right, because temperature makes a difference, not just
temperature,
humidity, right?
All of that makes a difference on storing your cigars.
And we in Atlanta. You fuck around with your car at 120 degrees, it's going to smoke itself.
It will smoke itself.
Right.
Every other day, the temperature changes here, so you have to be careful with how you store your cigars.
Okay.
But a humidor is really a best thing to invest in.
Well, one thing I do love about where we are here at Cigar City Club, and the address is 5006 Roswell Road.
Yeah.
Here in Sandy Springs, that the fucking the aeration system, air purification system is great.
Yes.
Like I'm smoking and I'm not even cloudy over here, right?
Yes.
There are a lot of cigar bars that don't invest in that. They'll blast the AC and have everybody there. Nipples hard. My nipples be hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Trying to sit there, I gotta sit with a coat on just to smoke a cigar.
They're trying to cover it up.
They're trying to figure out a way to blow the smoke instead of exhaust it.
Ventilation is important to whatever lounge that you choose to go to. Because I really don't like smelling like complete smoke when I leave, a lounge or a bar. So ventilation is also important, people. So choose your lounges and your cigar bars wisely.
Right. So like, what are the rules like on like relighting your cigar? Like some people are like, I leave it there. I'm like, cause either you didn't fucking buy it or you don't fucking smoke, right? Because nothing used to make me more mad than going to an event. Shout out to my Atlanta Cigar Week people.
Yes,
but I used to be mad as fuck.
Yeah.
You done took the last Andalusia Bull in the place and you done smoked not even through the first third and left it there. I hate those people. But you know who I hate more? The people that come by and pick them up to smoke them themselves later.
Who's doing that?
Them bums.
Oh, okay.
Bums.
I don't want to see that.
I've seen it.
Yeah, and I've heard about it.
That is disgusting.
And it's done in cigar lounges actually too.
They just put it in their pocket like this is mine.
Yeah, this is mine.
That's terrible.
That's just like you sharing a cigar.
That is it's worse.
Yeah.
Because that's even less etiquette, right? Because you don't have permission.
You don't.
You just taking shit.
That is less etiquette. Yeah, you are.
To a certain extent, you a thief, right?
You are a thief. Yeah, so that's not good either.
Right. So I see you brought a few cigars. Before we get out here, I want you to talk a little bit about the sizes and, shapes and things like that.
Yes. So whenever, again, anybody would like to choose their cigars, this is mostly going to be these, some of the cigars that we carry inside the humidor. This is the Perdomo 10th Anniversary Champagne. This is considered a Churchill. So this is going to be like a more mild cigar. The Churchill.
Okay.
And then this Cohiba here, this Cohiba Blue, it's going to be more of a medium. Good tobacco in here, you're going to get a good burn. And this is how I tell the customers, you know, whenever I sell it to them.
Okay.
Good draw, good burn, consistent.
Absolutely.
And you will enjoy it. And then even with the pairing of like a Macallan, bourbon, whiskey, or whatnot. And then this flathead here, this is considered a Maduro cigar. Full body. So this is going to be a full body, full strength cigar here. So basically with these cigars here, you need to make sure you eat.
Oh, yes.
Before you smoke. Really with any cigar. But with these here, the darker ones, you definitely need to eat before you smoke these, because you will either end up with a headache or you'll be sick all night.
Right.
And that is not good.
But when you say mild, medium, full,
yes,
you're talking about the nicotine. Nicotine impact.
Yep. That's the strength of the cigar, is the nicotine.
Absolutely. So a lot of people don't know that, right? They be like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
And just because it's dark doesn't mean it's full. Just because it's light doesn't mean it's mild.
That is correct, because you do have some medium cigars that might be full strength as well.
Right.
And some people have learned the hard way.
Yeah, you fucking like a triple hero.
Yeah, nicotine is, nicotine is supposed to be relaxing for us.
Right.
But with the cigars and the pipes, it's made out of the alkaline version.
Absolutely.
So that's why we don't get addicted to it, but a cigar smoker, because theirs is made more on the acidic side.
Absolutely.
So that's why they are more, they're addicted to having one cigarette, then the next minute they smoking like 3 or 4 cigarettes.
Absolutely.
But see, with us, we can do our one, chill out,
Right.
Maybe do another one in another 2 hours or so.
Right.
Because it's not addicted to us.
Right. You ain't got to burn all day.
You don't have to burn all day.
I have before at a cigar fest. I'd light up at a cigar fest.
Those cigar
You
festivals,
might do 8 to 10 a day at least.
They will get you. And by the time you leave there, you really don't want to smoke anything else for like the next 2 days.
Right.
Seriously.
Well, Ketsia, you know what? Thank you so much for coming on here with us today. We really appreciated you.
I enjoyed it.
The fact that from my understanding, you're the only black female certified tobacconist in Georgia.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, that is a correction, because I do know that Naomi, that works in here as well.
Okay, she became
a certified tobacconist.
Awesome.
So basically,
we're still shared space. It's okay.
I know.
It's shared space.
So really, as a certified tobacconist, and the reason why we can do it here is because we work inside a cigar lounge.
Correct.
So we can study, take the test, and and become certified, because this is what we want to provide, a better experience for our customers. As a consumer, if you want to learn more and expand your knowledge about the tobacco, how they are made from seed to, whatever, you can actually go on to tobacconistuniversity.org. And as a consumer, you can actually learn this yourself and take a test yourself.
Wow.
Yes.
So you'll be
to expand your knowledge.
Because yours is a certified retail tobacconist.
Correct.
That one is certified consumer tobacconist.
Correct.
But they also come with different levels of information.
Exactly.
Right, because you have to put in a certain amount of hours in the humidor to get that and things like that.
Exactly.
Well, we got to get you back. We need more time. But,
I really enjoyed this.
This is great. So how can people find you on Instagram? Just tell them in the camera.
They can find me on Instagram. My IG handle is tobacconista _KLS.
Okay. And this is Ketsia St. Fleur.
Yes.
First of all, friends with her sister as well. We family, y'all.
Yeah,
we
are.
I called her. I said, would you like to come? She's like, you don't even know. This is right on time. So it was perfect for us.
Yes.
And with that being said, we want them to come support you here at Cigar City Club. 5006 Roswell Road in Sandy Springs.
And make sure you give a shout out to 2255 Custom Hat.
Absolutely, right. So the hats that you're wearing, not mine, but the hat you're wearing, the one we have on display, is, I think it was 2255, something like that. Hat. Craig is his name, yeah. So yes, definitely check out his hats online and things like that. He has an Instagram page. I believe it is 22 spelled out, 55 numbers. And numeral digits at least. But thank you so much for coming on. As always, you can find me at Cole D. Parker. Make sure you subscribe to our Practical Smokers page on YouTube. From now on, stay blessed, stay humble, and stay lit. We out.